How you doing? This is Sean McVeigh with Sean's Outdoor Adventures, and in this video I'm just going to show you how to assemble a XOP tree stand. This is the Air Raid. I want to thank the people of XOP for sending it out and for hooking me up with a batch of Air Raids for my map reading challenge, guys, this year. If you're not familiar with that, I have a challenge hunt going on, and the team that wins is each going to get their very own XOP Air Raid hang-on tree stand. I really like these. XOP let me pick which hang-on, to get for the guys. This is sort of their middle of the road, as far as size, platform. I personally like this platform because it has more room in the back where, when a deer's coming in close, I like to flip up the seat and lean up against a tree just to keep so I'm not silhouetted, and having more foot plate, tree stand in the back, my feet stay on there better. They're not hanging off the edge as some of the lighter models. So the first thing I want to do is assemble this is the bracket that's going to go against the tree, and this screws into the back of the seat column here. So let me just get this up. It's going to go right in here, locks in pretty nicely there. You take your nut on the other side. So it's 7/16 nut. Just use my wrench here. That nice and tight. Alright, next I want to put my seat on. Now the seat, one of the nice things about the seat is the way it's designed. You strap it on the front and there's little hooks on the back. So if you need to flip your seat up, you can then flip this over, and that'll help that go up against a tree. And that way your seat doesn't fall down on you. It also just gives you a little padding against your legs if you want, when it flips over. So the standard is up and over the little plastic hoop. I like to come back through the front. Anytime I'm doing these types of straps like this, it just helps keep them cinched. And then the elastic hooks or hoops on the back just go over these little things on the seat. So now when you're in the stand, if you want to put the seat up, this is going to come in contact with the tree. You can just slip these off, flip it over, and then that just goes up against the tree tighter, and it gives you some padding to get your leading against. So that's a nice little design feature there. Oh, I want to point this out too while I have this up. There is a screw right here in the neck of the seat. This platform can angle up and down a little bit using this piece here, depending on if the tree is straight or not. And you just loosen or tighten this little screw right here to make your seat level with the platform. So if you're looking at that and you're like, why is there a screw here? That's what that's for. Alright, so let's put the carrying straps on. The way these work, you're actually going to take this end, take that out like that, and take this piece entirely off. Now, in order to keep these rigid things away from the back of your head, I like to go as far up as I can. So this rung here is where I'm going to attach mine. And I also like to go in a little bit tighter. I don't like, the farther out you go, the more these are going to slip off your shoulders. So I like to come into this section right here. Take this, feed it through the top here. Come back through the rung below it here. Then you come up the back, all the way out, and down. And I try to keep this close to the stand. If this plastic piece ends up like down here, it digs into your shoulders, and I think that's very uncomfortable. So I try to keep it up as high as I can so that it's off my shoulder. And I will say the straps as they are uncomfortable for carrying, as are most standard straps that come on tree stands. Very often I switch my straps out for something like the Molly straps, which are much more padded. Now, coming down here again, I like to come in on the stand, and that way the straps are coming, like if this is behind me, like say this is my chest right now, but say this is my back. If the straps come in here, then they have to come out for me to put my arm through. If they're out here, then they don't have to be pulled out for my arm to go through. And what ends up happening, as I mentioned before, is they just slide off your shoulders a lot easier. You know, you're carrying all your gear, you're hiking in, and you got these sliding off your shoulders. It's uncomfortable. So I like to actually come in tight with mine. So I'm going to attach them right here. Come in through the back of the stand and then out. And what we need to actually do, let me do this first. We're going to put this plastic piece back on. And in order to do that, we come in the middle here. There's going to be ridges facing down into the strap. Come over the top and down like this. Now this is going to go through the metal and back out. So I have this piece on. I'm going to come in right here. I'm coming behind and back out in front of the metal here, like this. And I'm going to have to slide this up. Now I come underneath here, out here. So there's my strap. And once I get the other one on, I'll get the distance right, and then I'll actually take this and I'll fold it back down that other direction. I've seen guys with these types of tree stands and just have these straps all messed up, and when you don't cinch them right properly here, you know, they can slide out on you all the time and be very frustrating. So now I'm going to take my plastic piece. It's kind of got a dome shape to it, a little bit of a almost triangular. So the strap is going to come up here over the high point and back down the other side. And there's little ridges on the plastic that the strap is going to ride against, and that helps to prevent slippage. So I've got this in here like that. Bring it up, come in behind the stand and out the front of that bar. Okay, now let's give this a try. That's pretty good. Now, in this situation, summertime, I'm going to be, going out setting it up. This is nice and tight, but I am going to want to loosen this up because when I'm hunting, I'm going to have probably heavier gear on. Now let's put the straps on, and then I'll set up the climbing sticks, and then we'll go out and I'll do another video on how to set it up. One of the main reasons I did this video is because those straps, those carrying back straps, they can be confusing if you're not familiar with them. So this straps it to the tree. You have the one side that's stationary and the other side that you can slide. I'm going to come in from this behind. See this metal piece? I don't want that digging into my back. So I'm going to come in back here and hook this over there. Then I'm going to come around this. I'm just going to, this piece here, I'm going to twist it because I want that to face out where I'm going to be working with it. I'm coming around the stand, underneath the straps that you're going to have over your shoulders, around the platform. Oh, that one didn't get underneath that strap. Around the platform here, and I need to let a little more line out. Oh no, I got it. Now I'm coming in from the back here, and I'm going to hook it onto that little tab there that these cinch onto, and now I can pull this tight just like that. Again, you want to make sure you do it this way, otherwise this is going to dig into your back and you're going to be in a lot of pain trying to carry the stand. So the side that's going to be away from my back, I'm going to put this on that side of the stand. I'm just going to come in here, feed it over that tab that it locks onto. bring this piece underneath the back straps. You know, the straps that you're going to carry on your back. Swing it around, take the hoop on this side, put it on my tab here, and then cinch it tight. Alright, now I've got my climbing sticks here. Same style straps for the climbing sticks. That middle step is what unlocks the climbing sticks. Take my strap, hook it on the tab that the straps go on right here in the middle. And down around the bottom here, up the other side, and hook this on the tab and then cinch it tight. Alright, so there's one set up. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, so I've got the stand here and the sticks, and I did not attach the final strap yet. I'm going to lay the straps on here. So I'm going to attach this on here, onto the tab. Okay, I'm coming over the sticks. I'm going to feed this down through the stand, through the floor of the stand, underneath the straps that you're going to carry with the back. Come back up on the other side there, and I'm going to cinch this, or just hook that over the tab that it normally goes over, and then pull that tight, as tight as I can. So now I got my climbing sticks and my stand, all with the straps that it came with, carrying this on my back into my spot to go set it up. Alright, so I hope you'll join me in the next video on actually taking this out in the woods and setting it up. Hope to see you there. God bless.